How are you, everyone? Right, today we want to look at using the quadratic formula to solve quadratic equations. So let us consider the question that we have here. Right, item A reads, show that the equation x minus 3 is equals to 5 over 3x reduces to 3x squared minus 9x minus 5 equals to 0. Part B, solve the equation 3x squared minus 9x minus 5 equals to 0. Give the answers correct to 2 decimal places. So we are going to start by attempting the first question. Item A. Right, in order for us to show that the equation x minus 3 equals to 5 over 3x reduces to 3x squared minus 9x minus 5 equals to 0. Right, step number 1 involves clearing the fraction. We have to get rid of the fraction. So in order to clear the fraction, in this case, we have got x minus 3 equals to 5 over 3x. We are going to multiply both sides by 3x. We have to multiply each term by 3x. So we write 3x, then we put brackets, x minus 3 is equals to 5 over 3x multiplied by 3x. So we cancel 3x and 3x on the right hand side. Then we remove brackets. When removing brackets, we have to make sure that 3x multiplies everything inside the brackets. So we have 3x squared minus 9x equals to 5. All right, so remember, when solving a quadratic equation, you have to make sure that there is a 0 on one side. So we are going to transfer positive 5 to the left hand side to get 3x squared minus 9x minus 5 equals to 0 shown. So that's how we show that the equation x minus 3 equals to 5 over 3x reduces to 3x squared minus 9x minus 5. So start by getting rid, or start by clearing the fraction. Then you remove brackets by multiplying 3x by x minus 3. Then you transfer positive 3 to the left hand side to remain with a 0 on the right hand side. All right, going to part B. Solve the equation 3x squared minus 9x minus 5 equals to 0. Give the answers correct to 2 decimal places. Right, so if you can look at this equation, so the equation is quadratic in nature. All right, but it is very difficult for us to solve this equation using factorial method. So we have to apply the general quadratic formula. So let us start by writing the formula here. It says x is equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. All right, so please take note of the division line. The division line is supposed to start from minus b. All right, so here it means a, we have to state the value of a, which happens to be 3 in this case, the coefficient of x squared. All right, b is equals to negative 9, coefficient of b, sorry, coefficient of x, and c is equals to negative 5, our constant. Right, so what are we saying here? We have to substitute into the formula. X is equals to minus, our b is negative 9, plus or minus the square root of b squared. So we have negative 9 squared minus 4, our a is 3, times c is negative 5, right, over 2 times 3. All right, simplifying, it gives negative, open bracket, minus 9 gives us 9 plus or minus the square root of, all right, negative 9 squared is 81. Remember, if you square a negative number, it becomes positive. All right, so as you can see, there's a minus inside the brackets there and a minus outside the brackets. So the product automatically there becomes positive. Then we multiply 4, 3, and 5. So if we multiply there we are supposed to get 60. We get positive 60 there after multiplying. Right, so over 6. Right, we have to further simplify. 9 plus or minus the square root of 60 plus 81 is supposed to be equals to, so it gives us 141 over 6. Please take note of the division line. The division line is very important. It is supposed to start from 9. It's supposed to start from 9 there. So from here we have to separate our solutions as follows. X can be 9 plus root of 141 over 6, or x can be 9 minus root of 141 over 6. So at this stage we have to use a calculator. We need to use a calculator to get our solution. So using calculator in this case yields, so if you are using DAL sharp calculator, you start by saying 9 plus root of 141 equals to, then you divide by 6 to get 3 comma is 3.4 79057015, or x equals to, so in this case we say 9 minus square root of 141, then we divide by 6, we get 0.4790 57014. So usually I encourage learners to start by writing the answers as they appear on the calculator. Then after that we estimate our answer to the required degree of accuracy. So we are saying x should be equals to, we are required to leave our answer correct 2 decimal places. 2 decimal places implies that your answer should have 2 digits after the comma. So the first one becomes 3.48, or x is equals to 0.4 0.4. So this one should be negative. This one should be negative. You have to be very careful there. Don't leave the negative sign. So x is equals to 3.48, or x is equals to negative 0.48. So basically that's how we solve the equation, quadratic equation, using the quadratic formula. So step number 1 involves knowing the formula. So if you can look at the formula here, it reads x is equals to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Division line, take note of the division line there. Take note of the division line. It is supposed to start from negative what? From negative b. So basically that's how we solve the general, that's how we solve the quadratic equation using the general quadratic formula.